Joe Pugh for Pep Talk Boys, joined today once again by trainer Mark Tibbs. How are you, Mark?
Lovely, thanks, Joe. Good to see you again, mate. After the sad news of Pro Beez, and Pro Beez introduced me to you, and shortly after I was in Leeds not too long ago, and can't believe it. It was very, very shocking. I spoke to him that night as well, but it was very, very shocking. So sorry to hear about that. Very shocking.
No, I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you very much. And obviously, so many people said it around the boxing world, and it's unfortunate, but unfortunately, boxing, it keeps going, so we have to carry on. But saw some great rounds today in the Origin Gym, Rainham, between Tommy Fletcher, Craig Richards, John Hedges. How was that?
Fantastic sparring. It was beautiful. It was lovely to get a phone call from Craig, and he phoned me yesterday and said, can I accommodate with him any rounds? And Craig phoned me yesterday and asked if we could accommodate him with some rounds. And I love them phone calls from experienced professionals like Craig Richards, because I've worked with Craig before with Didion White and Loughborough University when Craig was training, when I was training Richard Riakporhe. So he'd done some great work with me with Richard Riakporhe and brought him in to taught him how to box, sort of thing. So when I get a phone call from someone like Craig of his experience against wants to spar with John Hedges, a young aspiring professional, and Tommy Fletcher, it worked brilliant. I said, you can have as many rounds as you want, but I'm going to put 2 in, 2 out. and anyway, it keeps it fresh for him. But no, it was really, really good sparring today. Very good, yeah, very good.
And last week, obviously I was meant to be there, didn't end up making it, but Harvey Horn got out. Really good performance back in the ring. How did you assess his performance?
I was over the moon, really, because to be fair, I'm going to be honest with you, I often questions his confidence, but he absolutely oozed confidence out of every pore in his body, and it exceeded my expectations. So it was a wonderful performance after 2 years out of the ring. Great performance, a real good showcase, and he's out on the end of November, so he's got a date. He's back in the gym Monday, and he's getting straight back on the horse, yeah.
That's fantastic. Really important to keep him active now. Such a vital part of his career. And we've got Big Johnny Fischer. Saw him on the pads today, looking sharp as ever. He's out on the 30th of October on the Didion White undercard. How's he improving? And do you know anything about an opponent yet?
We've had a couple of opponents. Nothing's nailed down as yet. I'm happy with all of them opponents. There's probably one preferably at his stage in his career right now, so I've put that back to Sam Jones and Adam Morali, and we're going to see what happens. But no, Johnny's he's sharp, he's hard, he's accurate, and his distance is getting better, that's what it's all about, because he used to be a rugby player. I said, we're not playing rugby now. But no, he's got to get that distance right, and I expect him to perform on the 30th of October at the O2, London, yeah.
That's been announced, and obviously I spoke to John Hedges today on camera. He's hoping to be on that date as well. Word on Hedges, how's he improving?
Hedges is coming on wonders. Hedges and Tommy Fletcher on Wednesday. I never really put them in together a lot, full sparring. I do body sparring, but I did. Johnny's got an expected date on the 30th of, on Didion White's undercard. So I thought, right, get them back in. That sparring them together, Tommy Fletcher and John Hedges, was absolutely world class. So honestly, absolutely wonderful. My life, honestly, out of this world. And I was telling all the boys, stop what you're doing and watch this. I made them all stop. Watch this. This is what you should be doing. And the more I encouraged that, the better they got. And I had to calm it down once or twice, but they're getting character, especially John Hedges, and Tommy's just about to turn pro, so he's just coming into it. But they're getting character, they're getting a flavour to their game, and that's what it's all about. You have to be a character in today's boxing. But they're punching well and all, and Yeah, Hedges is coming on really, really nice. And today, obviously, Craig Richards come in, and now, as I said on the Wednesday, they look like world-class operators. But then you stick Craig Richards in with them, yeah, and now you can tell just by Craig's movement, he makes them fall short, makes them overstep their feet, makes them look all out of sync. So as they come back to the corner, I says, right, that's what experience does for you. But you got to cope with it, work with it, and as you do it, every time you go out there, you'll get better and better and better. But you got to believe in it, and they did. They've done what they've done. They give Craig valuable rounds for him, and he needed them rounds. So it was good. I'm expecting him to come back next week and help us out again.
100%. Tommy Fletcher looked really, really strong. He did it against Craig Richards, and yeah, I'd definitely like to see one of those Fletcher Hedges spars. That they could be really tasty. But I saw on Instagram a few weeks ago your post-fight rant of Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk. That was a good watch.
I was at the show. I watched the fight, and you know, I sat in the crowd with all the fans. It was wonderful, and I was disappointed, and it was a rant, wasn't it? And I left just before the 12th round. I got my car out, got on the M25 nice and quick, and I had a little rant. Excuse me.
No, what did you make of it overall then, Anthony Joshua? And a lot of people are saying that he should maybe part ways with Rob McCracken. Do you think that could be the way forward in beating Alexander Usyk?
It's not my business. He's just got to let his hands go. He's got to close the door. You know, it's not difficult. Why he didn't close the door, I do not know. It was bizarre. And it was. I thought he was going to do it next round. He's got to do it this round. Before we knew where he was, 11th round, I said, see you later, I'm going home. I was disappointed because, you know. But yeah, he's just got to let his hands go and close the door. Not stupid. We're in the boxing business, you know. We're not street fighters. We're professionals. But he knows what to do. You know what I mean? And yeah, so you know, puzzled like everyone. But let's hope. I know he's got all the attributes, all the artillery to get out there and do it. And let's hope he does it.
Definitely, and the other side of the heavyweight division will bring it to its attention this week, and it's Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3. Big Johnny Fischer got some really good rounds of sparring, I'm hearing, with Tyson Fury. Who do you expect to do the job in that one?
Tyson Fury. Of course, Tyson Fury. He's bigger. He's the most naturalist of box fighters out of them two. And he knows what he's got to do, what he did last time. So, you know, let's hope he goes and does that again. I think he will.
And Didion White got announced will finally get his mandatory. You worked with him for such a long time. Getting him to that situation, are you pleased for him?
Of course I'm pleased for him. We had a lot of good history, me and Didion. We went through some stuff together and we was unbeaten together. So I'm happy for him. Let's hope he gets it.
Do you think that's a tough fight for him, Otto Wallin?
It could be. It could give him a few problems, but I think Didion will close the gap. He knows what to do with the southpaw. He knows how our orthodox approach is southpaws. We know how to do that. You know, we know what we got to do to close the gap, and I believe Didion. Yeah, he does that. He puts him out. He gets him out there.
And that Saturday's show with Harvey Horn, it was meant to be headlined by Chris Eubank Jr. A lot of talk, Chris Eubank Jr. versus Billy Joe Saunders. You was in the corner with your dad that night at the first fight years ago. What do you think of that fight? Do you think it'll happen? Do you think Billy Joe Saunders will fight again?
I don't think so, Joe, to tell the truth. You know, I don't think so, but, you know, I just can't see it happening. Yeah. I don't want to put a damper on things. I mean, that's the only fight out there for him, isn't it? But yeah, I don't think it'll happen myself. No.
Yeah, and obviously he was silent for so long, Billy Joe Saunders, after the Canelo fight, and I think a lot of people just pleased to hear from him. Was you pleased with how he sounded?
I haven't seen him online just yet, but yeah, no. But I'm he's he you know, had a big fight when he trained hard. The ordinary people don't realise what the likes of Billy Joe Saunders puts themselves through in a training camp. Yeah, and the managing of the whole process. You know, it's not always smooth, and so he took some time off, I guess, with his family, and he done what he wants to do. He'll speak when he wants to speak, like he should do. Yeah.
Do you still think he could beat Chris Eubank Jr?
Yes, I do. I do think he could beat. Listen, if he's driven and if he's motivated, if he's got the desire, yeah, I feel he's got the skills to beat Chris Jr. Eubank. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Definitely. And finally, Mark, just a quick word on the gym. Every time I come down here, it looks more buzzy in this. I think my third or fourth time down here today. And yeah, great stable. And what is next for Mark Tibbs and the Origin Gym?
Well, we've got dates for fighters. All our fighters have got dates, and so that's what makes it a buzzing gym, I guess. And we've got all structures to work to according to performance. so that's what we do. So after last week, I think I'm going to give all the boys the weekend off. I had a track day planned for in the morning, but I think I've got to reassess that after today. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I'll definitely come back down to see some more tasty sparring if that's okay, because it was really entertaining. And thanks for talking to me once again, Mark. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, Joe, I just want to say well done for flying the flag for Pro Beez. What a lovely, lovely, lovely man he was. Unassuming and good guy, a very good guy. Yeah, and I'm glad he introduced me to you. So, well,
I appreciate that, Mark. Thanks very much.
Well done, Joe.